Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at a project Tellor, which is ticker TRB. We will have a look at some of the basic fundamentals of a project, have a run over some of the key statistics, and then finish up by looking at the charts to see what's been going on with regards to price action. Right, so please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, hit that bell button below to get some notifications. We will get cracking into this project. So Tellor, which is ticker TRB, it does describe itself as the decentralized oracle for DeFi, an easy to implement solution to get high value data into your smart contracts. Right at the get-go there, we have some major buzzwords which this project is targeting. So we have decentralized. A lot of projects now are trying to get that decentralized feel to them. We do not want one person who is in charge and calls all the shots and basically can run the project by themselves and dump the project by themselves, if you know what I mean. So the same with pretty much banking. We want to get away from that one person controlling everybody else's financial situation. So that is what decentralized does. Again, we have DeFi, which is decentralized finance. And finally, we have smart contracts, which is also quite a new concept over the last couple of years with cryptocurrency, but smart contracts are the way ahead, in my opinion. So we have three main areas of concern with this project, and they are simple, decentralized, and secure. And these are what the project's main principles are. So it's quick, easy, and simple to implement into your smart contracts. That is what we want nowadays. We want everything to be quick and easy. People want things doing in click of a finger nowadays, and if this network can offer that, then that's great. Again, decentralized for developers who want a trustless solution and only rely on third-party Oracle solutions. And finally, secure. We use a staked proof of work protocol to validate our data. So running into smart contracts here, smart contracts on Ethereum have no direct access to off-chain information. This has created a reliance on third-party providers of off-chain data points. Our system gets rid of those centralized points of failure by using a framework of miners to fetch data for your smart contract. So that is that proof of work concept there, which is also built into the smart contracts, and like I say, it does give you that option to fetch your data into the smart contracts. And here we can see a diagram of actually how it works. So you have your requested data in the center, then you have the mining around the outside. Just say the miners complete to submit data on the chain, and then that gets fed into the Tellor on-chain price feed, which is the users. And it does say that applications on Ethereum read from our database of decentralized data. If we just jump over to the frequently asked questions section, we can just get a more in-depth analysis of what specific areas of a project are. I'm not going to read all these out because it is quite an in-depth area, and this is just a basic overview of project. But to start off with, what is Tellor? This just gives a great description. So Tellor is a decentralized oracle for bringing high-value off-chain data onto Ethereum. The system utilizes a network of staked miners that compete to solve a proof of work challenge to submit the official value for requested data. Tokens are mined with every successful Tellor data point, and the company takes a 10% dev share to support the development of the ecosystem. And then scrolling down, just if you are not sure what an oracle is, this word has been flying around a lot really since Chainlink brought the word in, and it's been a massive hit. So an oracle provides real world off-chain data and submits information to a blockchain to be used by smart contracts. Typically, this is a data feed provided by a third-party service. And just moving down, some other questions I'd like to address. Here we go. So what is the purpose of your token, which is a Tellor Tributes token? So it does provide security. It creates a robust and active Tellor ecosystem and community. And finally, it does establish a sustainable system for years to come. With the security section, it does say, besides their obvious use to incentivize miners through base rewards, Tellor Tributes are used for miners' staking deposit as well as for the system's dispute fee. Additionally, ownership of a Tellor token is utilized as aggregation unit for calculating votes in disputes. What I want to do next is jump over to CoinGecko and we will just run over the key statistics of a project and have a look at the actual token itself, where it's trading, and where the most volume is. So moving over to CoinGecko, here we can have a run over the key stats of the token. So the Tellor Tributes token, which is TRB, is currently ranked 147 out of all cryptocurrencies that are listed on CoinGecko. We have a coin price of $48.10. We are 11% up on today's trading. We have a market cap of around $69.4 million. And in circulation, the maximum supply here we have 1,530,230. That is one of the lowest supplies I have seen in cryptocurrency. That is absolutely crazy. And in circulation, we have 1,441,491. I will jump over to Etherscan in a moment, as this is a ERC20 token. We can see where a lot of the tokens are held. If we just look at there, the trading volume, we have $23.6 million. Moving down to the market section, I want to see where most of the volume is. As you can see, we are trading against BTC on Binance. This is a new exchange which I believe went live today. So straight in there, it is getting quite a bit of a volume. But prior to that, we've been listed on quite a few exchanges, really, to say it's a relatively new token. We're on Huobi, Polynex, Hotbit, Etherbase, Gate.io, Uniswap. Uniswap's a big one. This is a DeFi project, and Uniswap is king of all the DeFi gems, so you would expect a lot of volume to be done there. That was probably number one prior to Binance listing recently, which was, yes, like I say, today. We will be trading against Tether, I believe, in the next coming days too, which could massively help the project. What I'm just interested in finding out here is the all-time highs, and that was on the 15th of August, but that's around 2 weeks ago, and we did it $59. Yeah, it says 12 days ago. So that's quite a huge jump, really. Quite a huge drop since then. We are 20% down, but that's what happens in crypto. Things make large moves up and large moves down, and knowing that this is listed on Binance now, then it just gives it that opportunity to push a lot further. But we will jump onto the charts in a moment and see what could potentially happen and where we could potentially get some investment opportunities. Just before we do that, we'll have a quick look at the Block Explorer. This is Etherscan, as it is an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network. Then this is where you can find all the current data. As you can see, transactions that are going through, we're getting a lot of transactions. It is widely used, this project at a minute. Currently have 497,000 transfers, and here we see that holders, we have 5,455 holders of a token. If we just drop into the, what you could call it, the rich list, then here you can see quite a lot of where the money is held. So the TRB token, that is held by the team. You can see we have around 22% of the supply held there, and then it's going down into signatures. The multi-signature there, we have 5%, so that's for teams as well. So there you could say you've got around, what's that, nearly close to 30% of the supply that we know of that is held by the team there. Then you can see Huobi, IDEX, and Binance and Hotbit. There you go, you can have quite a few of the exchanges there which are holding the token. So I mean, there's not a massive it's not a massive amount, nothing like what Chainlink, where there's something like 60% of the entire supply in the team's hand. Here we have around, what you could say, I'd say around 30%, potentially more, depending if the team have split wallets down. But that is what we can see, and that's what we have to go by on Etherscan. Again, on the top right hand side here, if you need the contract address, you can see it there. So just to finish up, we will just take a look over charts. We do not have a whole lot of data really, because this has only been listed on the bigger exchanges over the course of the last couple of months. So really we only have data pretty much a couple of weeks, you could say there. I'm using the Polynex chart here. This just goes back a little bit further than Binance and Huobi. Yeah, Huobi's been a fairly recent listing too, so we will just start off on a daily and just have a look at what's potentially going on the last couple of weeks. As you can see, we did hit them levels up there. I mean, we went up to $61 on Polynex. It wasn't recorded. I think it was around 59 on CoinGecko, so it's not, I mean, it's not a million miles off. There's always a slight variation between each exchange. It probably went a little bit less on Huobi, for example, but I just want to really have a look at where we've been. So we have been down to $27. That was back in 13th of August, and then all the way up to here. So I mean, in comparison to a price change, from them lows when we got listed there all up to the highs, we did have 100% price rise. But remember, prior to this, we was a very, very low value coin. We're down in the $1 regions and probably below that, so it has made massive improvements. But with regards to a technical analysis and the price action, we can only go from what we've got on TradingView. We're not going to jump into the exchange firm. You can't really do much technical analysis on them. And again, if we just drop into the 4 hour, obviously it's going to give us quite a bit more data, and you can see we are actively trading. It's moving up and down a fair bit, and what we need to consider is where we can potentially go in the future. In my opinion, with the supply that low, then the price could just absolutely fly. I mean, I've seen some videos before I did this. I started this video. I looked on YouTube and I saw some crazy like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 price predictions. I mean, long term, as long as this project keeps going and the DeFi bubble is there, then I mean the potential to push up towards $500 would not be out of question. But then 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, I think a little bit far stretched, and people just wanting to get views on my YouTube. But I think projects like this can easily do. I mean, we need to realise that we've been down here, way down here. But I think there's a potential that this project can do a times 10 from here, and you're talking what we're now $49. I do think that the chance that we can get up towards $500 is a huge area to target. I do think if you are holding, if you just try and get 1 or 2 of these in, I think you might be quite happy with what we could potentially do. With regards to an entry price, anywhere around here, in my opinion, we're trading around this area. Well, like I say, we have been down here, but that's when the project was first listed on major exchanges. So I do think that this is a great project to hold as long as the DeFi bubble and the Oracle space does not get absolutely dumped into. Like I say, with Chainlink, 70% of the entire supply is held by a team, so that could soon turn nasty and bring everything else down with it. So as I say, we can't do much really technical analysis with regards to a price. We just have to potentially see what we could do in the future. So in my opinion, invest around here. Long term, I do think that we can hit $500 as long as the space, DeFi space, seems active and the bubble doesn't bust. So yeah, that will do it for today's video. Please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.